Okay, hi everybody, this is Naveen Ferguson, welcome to the channel. Okay, for the foreseeable future, I will just be doing general card readings for the channel. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, leave comments, I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to further support the channel, please consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does help the growth and development of the channel. Okay, so now let's get into your reading. Gemini, hi. This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. I've already shuffled the cards, actually. I'm just doing a slight shuffle again just to show. Yeah, but we are about to do your general card reading for the time frame of, what's the time frame? June the 9th to July the 4th of 2025. Yeah, I'm trying to keep to a certain timeline so that, because I'm dealing with limited technologies, so that I actually get the reading and it doesn't, well, the recording, so it doesn't do its thing that I'm trying to avoid. So bear with me, I'm trying to keep this under 30 minutes, hopefully. Okay, so again, this is a general card reading for Gemini for the time frame of June the 9th to July the 4th of 2025. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Page of Swords. Gemini, you are clearly hard at work, or you're about to get hard at work, into a new paradigm of sorts. Something that, so it's something that you are, in certain respects, you have certifications in, or you have experience in, or you just have a natural talent or skill set in whatever subject matter this is. Whether you went to school for it, whether you, whether it's like that innate, you are born with this talent and it just vibes well in this subject matter, or you had varying levels of life experience that was not necessarily in academia, but the life experience allowed you to be able to traverse this subject matter with a level of skill that, you know, that is not necessarily that common. But whatever it, or a skill set where people almost sometimes might think you would have had to go to school in which to be able to do certain things, but no, you experienced the ability or the learnings of that naturally in whatever subject matter or dynamic in your life that gave you the opportunity to involve yourself in a subject or a circumstance. Okay, so wherever you fall in this, the point is, with the Page of Swords, you are involved in something that is semi-relatively new, but not necessarily new. Okay? I hope that makes sense. It's like, okay, you know what? Easy to say. Let's just say, for example, you know how to swim. Oh, no, a better example. You know how to play tennis, okay? And you could be very good at, you know, hitting the ball and all that kind of stuff in tennis, but it's then delegating your skill set to the different terrains or the different courts of tennis, and then trying to navigate the new paradigm of that. So there's like the clay court, the grass court, the hard court, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to say. So you're just navigating and learning as much as you can, absorbing as much as you can, adapting yourself as much as you can for the success of whatever responsibilities are designated to you. There's a growing aspect to this, and it's really going to, I sense it's really going to show a lot of promise and fruit down the line, and not too far down the line either. I sense you are being. Some of you might be in a coaching dynamic, or your apprentice dynamic, or you're part of a collaborative effort, and everyone's growing and lifting one another up in whatever capacity this is. So you're not alone, and the success is it's like an undulation. It's whereby there are certain highs and steadiness is what I'm seeing. So, but it's a long it's a career path, okay? It's a life path, okay? So you'll have great highs and great satisfactions that seems to be coming up in this. So this is an encouragement to say whatever you're involved in now, or whatever you're about to be involved in, Gemini, it's definitely on a path that is kind of tailored for you, and you're being encouraged to make the most of it, learn as much as you can, and grow as much as you can, and do not limit your creativity, your insight on certain things. It will be welcomed if you have an idea on which you want to probably explore in whatever capacities of things that you may be involved in, because your creative spark, or your strategy, or your thought process is something that will only add to the positive direction. Okay, so continue to be what's coming through. Continue to be a level of confidence and assurance, but simultaneously remaining like a student, kinda. Okay, it's a fine balance. Okay, further clarification. Thank you, universe. Yeah, see, 3 of Wands. This is what I'm talking about. You are prepared. You are ready for whatever journey this is. Okay, that's what the 3 of Wands is. This is someone who's ready to embark on that ship. They see their ships are coming in. It's about to port, and it's going to be going to varying horizons. Okay, but there's a process of the docking. There's a process of putting on the cargo. There's a process of then departing, and then the direction where that's going to go. So there's these anticipation points. There are these highs and lows of the seas, as it would, one would say, and the proper timing for things to move. But in all of that, you are literally ready. Okay, that's what the 3 of Wands says. You're ready to move forward. These wands that he has, these are talents, these are skills, these are capabilities that this person has. It's already justified, it's sound. I mean, I don't necessarily, we don't see where they have the talent from or anything like that, but they have it, and it can't be taken away. This is yours, okay? So that's what's happening here. Okay, so you this whole thing, you're about to move forward, or you're currently in the process of a type of moving forward. Like in certain aspects, certain things could be still right now because you're doing your part, or there's a process that's happening. And then with the ship docking, then the next process is going to happen, like what I said. Okay? So, yeah, just keep in mind the advice thus far that's been given. The universe said take this card. Great. Yeah. Do not get... thank you. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, I jumped the gun. The universe said take this card first and then this card. So, what's happening here? Ah, there we go. So, the universe is saying, focus. Right now, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Focus on what you have to focus on right now. You have other ambitions, all these other things that's happening here in your mind or in your plannings, in what you want for your life. It could be for you in your life, and even dwelling towards your loved ones or good friends, or just your ambitions, you understand? But the universe is saying focus on the 1 pentacle at the moment. There will be, like, your dreams and other things, aspirations, all that kind of stuff, it's going to come. But it's part of this process. Do not stretch yourself thin. Do not overly extend yourself. Focus. This is the time to take the opportunity that's happening in your life, or about to enter into your life, wherever you are on the spectrum right now, and you must focus on it. Give it your all. Okay? The Eight of Pentacles, this guy is working, like, if he needs to work a little bit later in the night or early in the morning, or, you know, he's focused, he's dedicated, he's committed, even in the process of time, okay? Even in those waiting periods or whatever, you should be focused on the current aspect of your responsibility. No need to, like, press further on expanding towards on like trying to bake too many things in the kitchen, as it were. Okay, you have to focus on this one cake first. Once that cake is great and good to go, and you know how it's made, you know where it's going for market, you know what the cake is for, you know everything about that cake before you start trying to bake multiple things at the same time. Okay, and the devil energy is coming through because there's an aspect of when the process and the waiting and stuff like that, you don't want to kind of cause yourself to curve into these aspects of indulging into the success is coming, and how would I put this? Because it's a weird, it's like a multiple weird thing that's happening. It's like you don't want to. Okay, it's clearly saying this for a couple of you. Okay, so some of you may be falling in different brackets of this devil energy, whereby you don't want to indulge into someone promising certain things and trying to get you to do more things, like manipulating your talents and your skill sets, like a puppet on the string right here, to branch you off focus. Okay, you don't want to give in to those sweet words of certain people trying to use you beyond the capacity or beyond reason. Okay, so that's for some of you. For some of you, for the others, some of you, it's an indulgence into the anticipation of all of these ambitions that you have. You don't want to get like drunk on the growth and stimulation in your life, the success that's being created in your life. You don't want to be drunk on that, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and then you just kind of lose yourself, as it were, in making like a aspect of pride, where then you are the one trying to put people on the string because you're the talent, and what you should what you expect to be done in certain, it's kind of an arrogance. Okay, and I sense that's just for some of you. I'm not trying to be mean on you, but that's what's coming through. You must I think that's an aspect of growth for some of you that you need to work on. I think maybe you don't always recognize it in yourself. Maybe you come off in an arrogant way sometimes, but just try to be aware of that. Maybe you may not mean anything by it. I know that some people sometimes, when they work so hard for something and they finally get to a place where they want to be, they expect things to be done a certain way, because it's like you've worked too hard, you've waited too long, and you refuse to. And that aspect of arrogance is also operating a certain aspect out of fear. I sense perhaps if that's happening a little bit with you, maybe you should also consider some therapy, just a little bit, to really help the root of that problem. Okay, and again, that's only for some of you. The majority of you, it's more so not letting yourself being taken advantage of. Okay, I felt the need to say that, interestingly enough. And I need to hurry this up. But yeah, please consider the advice in this first line. I think it's very, I think it helps with mindfulness on so many levels. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, see, Six of Swords. You are moving forward. Like I said, well, we already know that. So eventually you'll be embarking on that ship, okay? The Six of Swords, it's leaving the next aspects of which you were involved in behind, taking your talents, your skill sets, the growth that you will be gaining in this, and actually moving forward even more so in a very harmonious, very stable way, whereby even the introduction may have been a bit heavy, may have been a bit taxing, may have been a bit, hucklebuckle in certain ways, but it was a good hucklebuckle, you could say. But it gets you to a place of, I understand better how things are going to be going, and it doesn't have to be as strenuous. Okay, and again, you're just getting introduced to this new terrain is what I'm trying to say. Okay, but you'll eventually master that at a certain point, whereby, and it could be in the time frame of this reading, whereby then you'll be moving you in further forward, getting more responsibility, more accolades to your craft, whatever the situation is, and moving forward in a very, like, what's coming through is like you won't even know when you move forward in such a way whereby whatever this is becomes natural for you. It becomes more natural. It becomes more ingrained in you, and you've been moving through calmer waters, more peace, more confidence, more bravery, more clout on this. I mean, you will know that you won't second guess yourself as much. I'll say it like that. Okay, you're going to be going through a way whereby there's going to be so much confidence and assurance and upliftment of what you have gone through, what you focused on, that is really going to give you a lot of peace moving forward in the next dimensions of whatever this is. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, see, Ace of Pentacles. That one Pentacles that you were told to focus on right here, okay, is going to be coming about, and there's this like growth or expansion because of your focus, because of your diligence, because you decided not to allow yourself to be pulled in any motion anywhere. Like, you've shown people that they can count on you. You've shown the corporation. You've shown like the business venture. You've shown the partnership. You've shown whatever or whoever you're involved, even yourself. You know, if it's your own business or something, you've shown that you can remain focused. And this is further the universe further in like investing into you, into your dream, into your growth. Okay, this is also in part with the Ace of Pentacles, is also in part of your efforts towards this. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's like this, there's this growing effect that's happening here. Okay, and the universe just showed me this aspect of even seeing more wealth on this dynamic would be probably more so to the end part of, no, the middle part of July-ish and towards the end part. Some of you to the beginning part, but something of monetary value is going to be increasing in the month of July. And it's because of what your efforts or what you're going through right now in the month of June. Further clarification, this card, no, this card, great. Yeah, Seven of Cups. It's that it's because you've shown yourself approved, basically. More opportunity, more offers of collaboration, more responsibilities are open up for you, more clientele if you're in that type of industry whereby it's your own business and you're trying to expand or looking for, more of that, and more options on what to do, how to expand, how to be creative, who to involve yourself with, what projects should you go for next. This is that confidence that you give other people in what you bring, in you, okay, and in the universe. That's why you have this investment into you, okay. Some of you are definitely going to be invited to continue, and I say some of you because I say it's like some of you, this is an independent thing, and some of you, or the next half of you, this is involving in a collaborative thing, or this is like you're in a business corporation or whatever, that or the sports deal or something. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. You're going to get more offers on this. Not further clarification, but the next steps. So the King of Pentacles, this is you in the full confidence mode. It's like I see the confidence is built up, and this is you, especially after this investment and this increase. It really places you on a pedestal in a very dynamic way. Your name is going to be heard even more. Interestingly enough, that I feel that energy while I'm talking about the King of Cups, because sometimes the King of Cups is not that terminology is not always said like that about him, but that's what I'm hearing there. Okay, but it's because, and I think that's probably why some of you it was told to like check certain aspect of pride at the door, and gain some certain growth aspect there, because you're going to get to a place of empathy and seeing it was not just you involved in this, and you're going to understand more than you thought. You're going to understand more of your emotions, other people's emotions involved in this. You're going to be more at peace with the common sense aspects which you did not realize before, and people are going to gravitate to you because of the genuine nature that you present. Okay, you're going to be holding a lot of influence and in levels of a heart appeal of sorts. People are going to want to work with you. They like the vibe that you bring in the situation. Okay, and it's because of this atmosphere that you'll be exuding, someone of maturity, someone of fairness, someone that's understanding, that is definitely going to precede who you are. Like your reputation is going to precede you. Yeah, it's going to afford you levels of rest and harmony. You're not going to have as certain aspects of drudgery or whatever have you in the development stages. You're getting on a place whereby, after all this right here, you're getting on a place whereby things and are going to be a bit more streamlined with expectancy, what's happening. You will have more say in whatever this is, and it's definitely going to just give you a peace of mind overall. I mean, all the boxes are ticked. This reminds me of like a cousin of mine who was finally got a position as a doctor, but then he had to enter this a hospital. But then there is also a part of the contract where he has to work like 3 years or something like that in a certain capacity before the onset of the next full aspect of the contract kicks in, where it solidifies him in his station, so he doesn't have to worry about certain supposeds or what if this happened or whatever. He's satisfied all the prerequisites, and now he could just kind of rest easy, and his name is like preceding him now as one of the main doctors there. It's that type of vibe. So whatever you're building, whatever you're going through right here, and again, I don't sense this necessarily happening in the time frame of the reading. I'll sense a lot more of this happening in time frame reading and also into July. So this is a growing process, and we already covered a bit of that there. This is giving you advice as you move along on what's happening in your life right now. Further clarification, yeah, 9 of Swords. Literally, this is more assuring you that once you get here, don't worry, it's going to be more peaceful in that regard. But right now, you may have levels of anxiety, unfounded worries, just because of the process. This is good. This is a good process right here. Don't get me wrong. But even in the well-doing, you want to do so well. You want to grow your career, grow your business, whatever it is, and you just don't want to mess anything up. You know what I mean? So sometimes we all have those worries, but the universe is saying, don't worry about those unfounded worries. Everybody has them, but the universe is saying, rest assured, it's definitely going to get even better. Just keep the focus that it told you, that it gave you the advice on the first part of this. Okay. So I really do have to hurry this up. So sorry. Yeah, the 3 of Swords. So what's coming through here, and it came through quite rapidly when I turned this. Once you get to this aspect of peace and this success, some people, your life is going to shift in a great way. Okay, it's already shifting in a great way, but it's not necessarily going to go over well with certain situations or people or whatever in your life at that time, because you cannot carry other people's path with you. Okay, and you're going to have to start saying no in a certain way. When you get here, that's why I use more empathy. People have other things that they have to go to. You cannot take on their burdens in that regard. So you are going to hurt inadvertently, you're not going to mean to, but you're going to have to learn to say no in your success. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, see, oh my God, I just finished saying that. 8 of Wands. This is you literally having conversations with people, okay, letting them know, hey, I cannot, and it might be a few people. It could be certain friends or relatives or something like that in your success, but you're gonna have to have that talk, and it is a certain talk where it's like tough love, okay? They may not fully get it like that. It's not like you're leaving them cold turkey, but you're gonna have to make some decisions, okay? Some of you, I just saw, maybe you're supporting someone, and you're gonna have to tell them, hey, you can't ride on my coattails. You have to like get out and get a job, Further clarification. Thank you, universe. Yeah, the Death card, because your life, everything is shifting in a great way. The Death is, you have to do away with the old life, okay? It's doing away, and you'll be entering this new life, this brand new chapter, an elevated lifestyle and living and all the kind of stuff, okay? So you have to have those hard talks, okay? Because your life is changing. Your life will be elevated, is transforming, and it's going to transform. Okay, right now you're doing the work, you're doing the effort, you're getting through, the experience, all that kind of stuff, everything that we spoke about. And when that turn happens right here, things just keep getting up. You'll realize, like, listen, I can't be doing certain things like you used to or whatever. It can't work. Okay, the universe is helping to increase you. So with that increasing, there will be some tough decisions that you will have to make. You can't take the old life with you to go to the new life. Okay? I know that seems kind of hard, but we all have our paths to live, and it's not like you're just throwing someone out or whatever. You're going to make certain accommodations. That's a talk. You still love people, you still want to help them, but you have to be fair. Okay, so I have to really hurry up. So remember, the extended over the 2 pillars. Gemini, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel. Please leave some comments. I'd like to know if the readings are helping you. And also, I have a Patreon. Patreon, there's a $3 tier there, and there's a $9.99 tier there. Even if you consider becoming a $3 tier member, that would help, like, immensely. Help with so many things. So thank you, and let's get on with your reading. So remember, this is an extended reading over the pillars. Just rewind back, cross-reference. Let's see what's happening. I have to hurry this up. So yeah, Queen of Cups. The emotions, you're trying to put these things together, the thought process, the ambitions, right now there's certain aspects of excitement, certain other people's emotions you're dealing with. And you're also finding your peace through it all and trying to keep yourself focused. Okay, and that's clearly what's happening through here. Further clarification. Yeah, see, literally 6 of Wands, because you are currently in that victory aspect. You're coming into victory. You're coming into this achievement, or you have achieved, or you will, or you did achieve. Okay, and then the 6 of Wands is gaining these accolades. Welcome to the team. You're doing great, all because, and it's continuing towards more success and growth. Okay, clearly over what's happening here. Okay, further clarification. Yes, 3 of Pentacles, and you will be working on your craft. You'll be in collaboration with varying people. This could also be you in your business. This could be you in the corporation. Whatever the situation is for you, on the team. Whatever the situation, you have a talent, a unique skill only you can bring, and you are a vital part of this. Okay, and that speaks towards just some of you with the arrogance thing, like you're saying, like, none of this can happen if I'm not there. So try not to be too arrogant. Okay, that's just for some of you. But the others of you, try to just focus on what you need to focus on. Okay, with the 3 of Pentacles, because everybody has their thing. We all have ambitions. Don't overexert yourself on other things. You'll have time for that later on. Okay. This is great. Okay, Gemini, let's see what else is happening. Yeah, see, my gosh, I just finished saying all that. The Knight of Pentacles, especially through here, this is a slow and steady process of growth and success, building upon success, slow and steady, stable energy. okay? This is finances, this is health, this is experience, all that kind of stuff, okay? Social acumen, all that kind of stuff. So rate on these two bills right here. Please rewind back, especially when I was talking about the King of Cups. He gave a little bit of that energy as well. But this is someone who can be counted on, assured in this climb, in this growth, okay? Very, very stable energy. And we have, of course, the Empress. And the Empress, like at times, she comes sometimes showing a bit of a birthing effect or pregnancy, which is a time aspect, like 9 months towards birth or whatever, but there's so much great things happening to nurture and develop this birth, okay? And in some cases, it's like immediate, okay? But this is the immediate growing abundance that's happening in your life. This is social greatness. This is your name having weight and clout. And this is a piece of your environment. This is a piece of loving yourself. This is a piece of knowing that you are appreciated, you are loved, you are surrounded by trustworthy people. Stuff like, you know what I mean? This is very levels of abundance of so much things in your life that makes life meaningful and worth living. Further clarification, yes, the nine of Pentacles. You are going on to that aspect of freedom, of victory, where you can have money in the bank, save money in the bank. You could also invest into other aspects. You can help your friends, your relatives, whatever, if you want to. It's totally up to you. You'll have the option. You can take extended vacations. You are part of the building blocks of whatever this is. You are much appreciated. You bring a certain level of flair and talent and just excitement to the thing. This is a freedom incarnate, having more control in your life, okay? This is literally what's forming in your life, okay? What's going to be forming, especially after this particular part here is satisfied. And we have right here, yeah, the Strength card. Oh my gosh. And remember over here we spoke about with the Three of Swords here and the the talking and all the kind of stuff right here and the anxiety sometimes, whatever. The Strength card. Sometimes you could be a lamb, but sometimes you have to be a lion and you have to lay down the law, okay? I'm just saying. Look, Four of Swords. If you want to continue in your peace, this is the advice. Look, Four of Swords here, Four of Swords here. Same thing. Okay? Last card, and we have, Knight of Cups. Some of you are definitely going to have to be speaking to certain people love, and I also sense that certain people are going to be approaching you in love. There will be some genuine understandings where, you'll have to continue helping in certain things, but there are certain people you're going to have to approach them in love and say, hey, I love you, but we have to talk, we have to deal with, you know what I mean? This is absolutely incredible. And this is also loving yourself, loving yourself enough to move forward in a way where you have to, okay? In changes of life, there are certain things you have to evolve your mind, your heart, and elevate it, okay? But you'll cross that road. I trust you'll know what to do, especially. This is just the advice on how to navigate that. And we have the Crystal card. Oh my gosh, I have to hurry up. Pegmatite gives off a very specific vibration. It reaches into your spiritual self and can bring a hidden talent or skill set to the surface you didn't even know about. Feeling of inadequacy and self-doubt are often lifted. This beautiful stone works to open up the heart chakra. We spoke about that, especially on the onset. I mean, this would probably help you out. And we have the angel message saying, if you believe, self-explanatory, and I know you're believing yourself, getting all that together. That's great. Keep going. And we have here bonding with the rhythm of life. Definitely, you're trying to flow, and it really gives you the advice right here what to focus on. Keep that energy, okay? Just don't let it go out of hand. And we have here dark night of the soul. Life brings new meaning. Excellent. And I sense this one is more so speaking to some of you, stuff like kind of battling with a bit of pride, okay? Just do some inner reflection, maybe get some therapy in certain respects, okay? Because there's certain aspects of yourself and life in general, I think, needs to be further illuminated for you. Okay, so thank you for being here, Gemini. I wish you all the best. Bye.
Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.